皆さんこんにちは。今回は YouTube チャンネルインサイドボクシングライブで元世界王者のクリス・アルジェリ氏とコンピュボックスに携わるダン・カノビオ氏らが井上尚弥 vs ラモン・カルデナス戦について語っていた部分を翻訳した動画です。それでは早速見ていきましょう。
Let's get into how we were thinking about starting this episode off, and that is Naoya Inoue is returning to the U.S. He's going to be fighting in Las Vegas on May 4th, which is a Sunday night at T-Mobile Arena. He's fighting Ramon Cardenas. This is Inoue's second fight of 2025. It was supposed to be Don't Call Me Pablo Picasso. He's out. Cardenas is in, who you're familiar with. Inoue is promising a third fight in Japan against Akhmadaliev, which kind of makes this fight with Cardenas a little more palatable. I like it. It's cool to see Inoue in Vegas. Like, this is great. Like, let's get this guy some publicity. Not that he needs it, but let's get him in. That's the fun of this fight, is that Inoue is coming back to Vegas, coming back to the States, and he's staying active.
Yeah, perfectly put. I mean, it's Inoue, so the world is watching. It's fun because he's, coming to the U.S. Top Ranks was so cool about doing the monster, and it's like Godzilla, coming back to America. Because Inoue has fought in America before, but this is not at this stage of his career, not at this level where he's at right now. Ramon Cardenas, Mexican, ProBox TV signee, so. It's near and dear to my heart because it's the company that I work with, and I've called his last 3 fights in a row. He's a talented kid. Joel Diaz is his trainer. He loves him.
ジョエル・ディアスはティモシー・ブラッドリー氏やルスラン・プロボドニコフ氏らを指導した実績を持つ名トレーナーで、現在はイスラエル・マドリモフ選手、ムロジョ・アフマダリエフ選手、オタベク・ホルマトフ選手らを指導しています。余談になりますが、ホルマトフ選手の復帰戦が4月5日に行われるようです。対戦相手はフィリピンのジェイソン・カノイ選手で、戦績は30勝 20KO12 敗に分け、去年3月に行われたエイモンド・フォード戦以来の試合ということで、調整を兼ねたマッチメイクだとは思いますが、どのような動きを見せてくれるのか楽しみです。
He thinks he's amazing. He thinks he's the next coming. We haven't exactly seen that, but he's been impressive on our air.Struggled a little bit in his last fight. He got dropped with a left hook. Naoya Inoue has one of the best left hooks in boxing. So
that's not good.
Shades of what could be kind of cross your mind when you think about this fight. But regardless, I'm happy that he's getting this big opportunity. I'm happy that it's going to be in Vegas. I'm happy that I am going to be there and I'm going to be on the call. Whoa! Breaking news.
You're going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
Sunday night. I'm interested in obviously I'm interested in Cardenas. This could be, who knows? I mean, Inoue has shown, I wouldn't say slippage, but he's shown some signs that he is a human being. He's getting hit more and more.
He's in his 4th weight class, so.
In his 4th weight class, and he's 30. So I am not saying that Ramon Cardenas can't pull off the unthinkable. I'm not saying that Ramon Cardenas can't give him a great fight. I mean, that's more likely a great fight. I want to see some entertaining stuff. I want the fans to leave happy. All that's great stuff. But I am really looking forward to Inoue fighting in the States. And is he going to do press? Is he going to... I'm just curious, because like you said, Chris, this isn't Inoue fighting in Vegas in 2018 or 2019 when he was just we kind of heard about this guy. This is pound for pound, number 1, number 2
superstar
guy. This is a superstar. So him coming to Vegas is a very big deal. And Top Rank, I want to see how they position him. I want to see how they utilize him. I want to see how... what type of media he does and all that. And another thing, too, is the Akhmadaliev fight, which we are now going to get, I would say, sometime in September. And back in Tokyo, I assume, and definitely be in Japan. That's another thing, too, because it's all right, Cardenas isn't a household name. Inoue's pound for pound. He should be fighting better opposition. Picasso pulled out of it. There's not much competition left at 122. Because Inoue is just disposing of them. So if you're going to give us Cardenas, no offense to him, and then you're going to say we're going to get Akhmadaliev as well, who fans have been calling for, who I think is pretty much the last remaining contender at 122 before Inoue potentially moves up. I mean, this is fun. This is an all around win for me.
Well, Dan, let's cut all that away. Why is this fight happening? Mexican.
Why?
Mexican.
Cardenas?
Yeah, Picasso was supposed to be the guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I was.
I think he cut his ear off and he's out of the fight.
Stupid. Anyway, I was in.
Good joke.
耳を切ったというのは、正確には画家、ゴーコのエピソードですが、ピカソという名前に引っ掛けた冗談として使われています。
And
I was in which fight was I calling? Oh, the Keyshawn Davis fight, and I was in New York City, and I was speaking to some of the unnamed top-ranked brass, and they asked me about.
There's only 3 of them, so yeah.
Well, I mean, people who know who know.
Yeah.
People who know know.
Yeah.
People who don't know can speculate. Anyway, so I'm speaking to one of the 3.
Mhm. The
three
Godfathers, the Goodfellas, I call them.
Goodfellas, nice. Okay. Most
Jacobs,
people wouldn't necessarily
Moretti,
call them good.
and this is the third. I guess Aram.
ブラッド・ジェイコブス氏はトップランクの最高執行責任者で、イベント運営や構想面を含めた現場管理を担っています。カール・モレッティ氏は副社長で、マッチメイクや選手管理、興行の調整などを担当しています。ボブ・アラム氏はトップランクの創設者であり、最高経営責任者です。
Keep going.
Anyway, so we're talking about Picasso. What do you think about Picasso and you know, Inoue? Oh, or what do you think about Picasso is really what happened. I was like, oh, so I'm like, oh, that's going to be the Inoue. That's going to be the Inoue fight. But then he turns it down. So who's the next viable Mexican, young, been doing good, but also looks vulnerable enough? Ramon Cardenas.
Yeah.
And here we are. So
Yeah. So be it. I mean, Inoue gets another knockout probably. He's in Joe Tessitore. I can hear him right now screaming. We're in Vegas. It's a Sunday night. I'm interested in this whole
Cardenas
weekend.
can punch though. He's a puncher. So
There we go. So was our guy Neary. Dropped
Inoue, that's
Inoue.
what I say. Inoue, yeah, Mexican puncher dropped Inoue. So can Cardenas make this a fight? Can he upset the odds and, I mean, win? But what can he actually make it a good fight? The kid is sharp. He punches hard with both hands. He showed weakness in his last fight when he got dropped by a guy who's not really a puncher. But that guy's big and he came down in weight. You know, Inoue is a much smaller guy. I don't know, man. Listen, if he shows up under those lights, it could be interesting.
Bueno, Naoya Inoue ya oficialmente tiene su pelea en Las Vegas. Está regresando contra Ramón Cárdenas.
Monchito.
Ese peleador. Dicen que el monstruo japonés Naoya Inoue tiene un temor enorme por esta